Hello everybody and welcome to Portal 2. It's been a while since I've actually done a series on Portal or anything. I actually used to begin to do a Portal LP way back in the day when I had like no subscribers or anything. But the one issue was that I couldn't continue it for various reasons, and I kind of stopped really early. And I've always wanted to go back and redo it and start from scratch again. But the one issue is I've played Portal and I've completed it, and I didn't really want to do it without the element of surprise in there and sort of the element of working out stuff, because that's the good part in Portal, right? But recently, about a week or two ago, there's a new DLC came out, and that was Community Test Chambers. So let's have a look at this. Now what this is going to be, it's going to be like a tutorial in just the basic test chamber thing. But the idea is that you can go on, and I've downloaded a couple already, and I've played through some of them, but well, not these ones. I've deleted the ones I've played through. But most of them are actually quite good, and they're quite in detail, and you can do quite a lot of stuff on them. But let's go on creating our own. So this is going to be a very basic overview of it, and I'll be back to you once this screen has finished loading. So once it's all loaded up, you get a screen which looks kind of like this, and it is very interesting because you look at it and it looks like really simple, and it is quite simple as a map maker. And this is pretty much it. These are the items, and it is literally just a drag and drop sort of thing. So if I like say get this, drag it there, get one of these things, move it over here, and like say put that there, and that's it. Sort of, it's very simple drag and drop system, and you can just drag and drop all the items in, and then you have all this stuff here. So I can delete item. If I click on it right, apparently I cannot delete that one. Why is that? Okay, it's probably just an angle that I was doing it at. But it is that simple to do, and you can move about the walls. Simply, you just press the plus and minus key to bring them up and down. And if you don't know where the plus and minus key are, they are right next to your 0 key or your backspace key. And you can just simply move apart the walls. You can like bring this up, say if you wanted to. Maybe bring the exit here. And let's actually make a little bit of a map ourselves. So you know the black thing here that you cannot place portals on, the black wall? Well, you can switch these by just like right clicking and pressing portable, and if it's unticked it's black, if it is ticked it's white. So let's quickly make a quick map here just so that you cannot get up. We'll do it like this, and you have to remember that there's this side of the wall too, so you can get through here, and so be aware about that. Always have a look at your ceiling because it can confuse you sometimes when I was doing some map practicing. And let's get rid of this section. Let's make it portable. So there we go. So that is very basic and simple. Let's also, just for the sake of things and neatness, we'll make that unportable. Now what I can do is start adding some cool items. So let's make this kind of a simple map. We'll make it so that there will be like an opening here, which you can do, and you can, oh, didn't mean to do that. You can rotate this as well. I can't do that. Okay, so you can rotate it by going over here, and if you see this little back bit here, you'll see that you can switch it around. So by simply switching it around like that, and then dragging it maybe to like there, oh, to there, and then let's say we'll bring this section down. Well, no, wait, can you bring this up? You think that you would be able to bring it up. So let's start off by adding some cool items. So well, what I kind of want to do is I want to add, let's say, a piston platform, and we'll put it here. Let's say. Now we can actually drag the height of this to where we want it to go. So like, let's say if we wanted it to go to there, and yeah, we want it to go all the way down, right? So we just simply, whoop. If I could grab the little dot there, you can simply just drag that down all the way to the bottom, and that will mean that when it's activated it'll go all the way to the bottom. And now we want to connect it to something, right? Well, let's get a button push, just a very simple button push, and we'll put the button there, and we'll turn it around so it's facing the player when he comes this way. And how you connect these is you go connect to, and then you connect it to that. Very simple, right? And this is where you can set up the timing for it. So let's set it for we'll set it for 10 seconds, I guess. And let's actually redo this. No, it's fine actually. We'll set it for a bit less time actually. Set it for 5 seconds, and that's fine because that means it will go down. We have some time to go up to it and go through. So now let's test this, and I know this is very simple. I just wanted to show you. So you can click this build and play button up here, and it will bring you onto this loading screen here. So I'll be back to you once it's built and ready to play. And there we go. So it just sort of brings you up to the standard loading screen in between levels. So we're just going to wait this out quickly because it's not going to take long because it's a very small level obviously. And I'm going to switch over to my Xbox 360 controller because that's what they're good at for playing Portal. And then this is the map we just made, right? Yeah, it looks very much like it. There's that little window up there. It looks a lot more in detail. Actually, now I'm thinking about this room is very dark. I maybe should have added some lights to it beforehand. It looks a lot brighter in the thing, but anyway. So if I press this button here, you'll see it goes down. I can head over here, wait 5 seconds, and it goes up again. And then I can simply finish the map, and then it restarts it for you, which is very handy and nice. And so yeah, that was just sort of a basic overview. That was nothing in detail or anything. That was just a basic, simple map. So if we go here and head exit to level editor, and we're back here. So put down the Xbox controller, head back to keyboard and mouse, and let's add some other things. So as you saw, it was quite dark, so it probably would be nice to add some light strips. So maybe let's add well, actually I better face the roof for this, so just turn up to the roof for a minute. Let's just do a proper bird's eye. It's not really a bird's eye view, a worm's eye view, would you call it, maybe? From the bottom, you know what I mean. So let's add some light strips. I'm never ever that good at lighting, so I'm just going to do it the very basic way. Oh, that's kind of cool. So you can actually adjust where you want it to be on the block itself. Didn't realize that. So let's just create like literally a strip of these. I better make it so that it should sit like that. Now this is no design effort or anything. This is just me being pointless and not really being good at design. So let's do it one more time, just up to the end there. And you know what, I'm going to do it on the other sides as well, just to lighten up the room a little bit more as well, because it was very dark when we last checked. I'm not exactly sure how well one light lights up the room, so that's why I'm sort of adding a lot of them. But it should be fine. So there we go. So we added some lights, very basic and simple and handy. So now if I head back up to here, let's make this a little bit more dangerous. So what do we want to do? Let's add some, first of all, a laser field. So it's a little bit harder to get to the button. Well, you can still press the button, but it's hard to get through it. And now let's also maybe add a turret here. And we won't add it there because, or we won't make it face that way. We'll make it face, no, that's a bit cruel. That's a little bit cruel, actually, because it's not really suited for this sort of thing. It's quite small, this map. But what we will add is maybe first of all, let's add some water. So let's sink this down a little bit. I know this is a bit pointless because I don't know why you would go here, but we're just gonna add some water there. Let's do it like that. Let's just have a little indent, just for fun. So there's the little guy in there drowning. Fun. Now what we want to do is we want to make it so that you can actually get through there. So in order to do that, why don't we do one of these flip panel things? This is very cool. So this will pretty much flip the dark side, like the dark non-portable stuff to the normal light portable stuff. So let's add one of those in there. And how you get to that will be to have I'm just sort of doing this very quickly off the top of my head. I mean, I've never thought this through or planned it or anything. So why don't we get it so that you have a laser beam there, very simple, and on the other side here you have, let's say, one of these pickup beams here. What are their exact names? The laser catcher and the laser emitter. And we'll get one of these redirectional cubes, reflection cube, and let's put it, let's just say put it here. And issue with that because it's hitting a light, so we'll move it to, like, say there, make it a little bit better, and let's make it so that it will auto drop the first cube. Sorry, it'll auto drop the first cube, yeah, and auto cube respawn, why not? Which we wish will. Yeah, and we want it to be the reflective cube, of course. Here, I just realized this tiny flaw I made while doing this, and the flaw was that this can't really be picked up. So what I suggest is that we do it so that instead of it being like that, I say we